Alright, this video is nearly a month old, but I gave my 2 cents on how Game Scoops handled themselves when they were narking on Sonic, citing that the franchise was never good to begin with. And from what I've been hearing, they had to do damage control. Shall we partake in a little curiosity?
Andrew here from PAX West 2016. Andrew, what's old is new again. You got to see Sonic Mania.
I did. It's so smart. It's like I walked away from it going, huh, this is a really good idea.
Makes you think.
That's Sonic. He's onto something. Yeah, so Sonic Mania is this weird remix. It's kind of like NES remix that Nintendo did a while back, where they're taking like old school Sonic, so like Green Hill Zone from Sonic back in the day, and kind of tweaking it and using mechanics from even like Sonic 3 or like later games in the series, and just letting you play through in like a really...
The fact that he mentions of improved mechanics from Sonic 3 is actually kind of accurate, because the pacing was actually a lot faster at that stage, so I will give him kudos for that.
Beautiful style of that.
Yeah.
But then the cool part is that there are also brand new stages that they've entirely created new zones that are just in that old school style.
I love that.
So it's really cool because like we played, the demo we did was one of them was just straight up Green Hill Zone, which played exactly like you remember it. And the other one was like this like really weird, like almost like
Daytona.
It's like almost like a futuristic city, and you're going through. It's like a TV station, and so you're like being redirected by like antennas and satellite dishes.
I like it.
And randomly there's like a popcorn machine.
The Sega Sonic popcorn.
It's like a really cool way to just get like the Sonic mechanics that made people love the series in the first place, and bring them back around.
Yeah, I think that's super cool. And yeah, Sonic Mania, like we made hot goofs about it on GameScoop a couple weeks ago. People got very mad.
You made goofs? You made goofs? You pretty much narked on the whole franchise, citing that it was never good. And I know this is just like a minor little thing, but you said, one of you said, you know, blasting through the Green Hill Zone on Sonic 2, and I'm like, what? It's like Green Hill Zone Sonic 1, and let's not kid ourselves, your like to dislike ratio, it was a lightsaber. You didn't just goofed, you did the biggest goof as far as Sonic fans are concerned, but that's just my opinion.
And those were hot goofs. I really like Sonic 2 and Sonic 3. I don't think we're up to, like, level design wise, like the levels aren't really as memorable as like Mario 3, Mario World, Mario 1, but
you go and do damage control, and yet all of a sudden you go and say not as good as Mario 2, Mario 3. Now, just for context, you know, I grew up with Mario just as much as Sonic. I mean, Mario was the first video game I played, but I'm a Hedgehogite through and through. You know, Sonic was my game of choice growing up, and I just find it's a little bit counterproductive by Marty on that point to say, you know, he loves Sonic 2, Sonic 3 is like, you know, we get it, dude, you're doing damage control, but then goes, you know, trying to undo the damage that he's already done, and then goes and says, but it's not as good as Mario 2 and Mario 3. It's like, you were doing so well.
of speed, and honestly, once you got to 3, the idea of the like different weapons, like you had the electric shield, you had the fire shield. Are those making a comeback too? Like, sort of?
So you can pick up like a hyper ring, you can pick up the like invincibility, you can just get, you know, containers with rings, all kinds of stuff like that, and it helps a lot. Honestly, like I think like I've always liked that mechanic of like picking up power-ups in Sonic and like having like a slight change of pace. But yeah, it's so fast, which sounds like such a stupid thing to say about a Sonic game.
He has to go fast.
He's gotta go.
And we unintentionally referenced Sonic X. Another demerit.
Gun to his head.
But there's like so many little moments where I was just like, I hit the perfect combo of like 5 springs and like a loop and a half pipe or whatever that so you're like bouncing all around, and it's just like, I don't know, I had a lot of fun, and I think this gets it a little more than those like Sonic 4 episodes they did. Like this feels like Sonic in a good way.
That's super cool. When is it coming out?
I will give him that. Sonic 4 was An acquired taste is not really the description to put it in. You could see with Sonic 4 what they were trying to do, but I think at that stage, most of the original Sonic team from the early 90s I think they'd pretty much come and gone. I think it was only maybe a handful of people left over from those days, and most of the people, excuse me, because obviously men and women work on Sonic. Not a lot of them have got a lot of programming experience and designing with regards to the 16-bit era. They're more core focused on doing the 3DS material for Nintendo and doing the various titles that come out for the Xbox 360 and PS3, because obviously now we're making the transitions to the PlayStation 4 and the Xbox, and of course the Nintendo NX. It is a bit of a shame that the current Sonic team does not possess the knowledge of what the team originally could do, but this is where Christian Whitehead comes in, and I've played Sonic CD on Xbox Live Arcade. It's fresh but familiar. It's probably about one of the best ways I can put it. And seeing what we've seen so far from demo plays that people have put up of Green Hill Zone Mark II, or the reimagining, and obviously with Studiopolis that we're paused on, the man and the team that he's working with, they know what they're doing. So far so good. But in IGN's case, to be fair, they did a better job from what I'm seeing in this video compared to the Game Scoops, but good lord. This time the like to dislike ratio is much kinder on their behalf, but oh dear. One thing I've learned over the years, if you're gonna be critical of a franchise that is near and dear to people, choose your words carefully. And when they practically rained on the Sonic franchise with their last video, oh dear, they disturbed a hornet's nest. And with the Sonic community, you don't do that.
Who can play it?
It's coming on PS4, Xbox One, and PC early next year.
Very cool.
And the one thing I'll say is that our demo was with a classic Genesis controller. It was really cool.
Nice.
They took a completely old school, it was even a little like the buttons were a little weathered, and it was through a USB capacitor. We played it with a Genesis controller.
That's super cool.
Fun.
All right, we're gonna have a lot more on Sonic Mania in the coming months, and for everything else, Sonic going fast. Maybe Jaleel White.
Take the cat.
Jaleel White's.
Really? What is their obsession with Big the Cat? Now, having Jaleel White possibly come back in, if they do happen to have voice acting for Sonic Mania, I'd love for Jaleel to come back. But I think it's going to be staying true to the classic era and have him mute as he was in Sonic Generations as well. But why do they have to go...
It's coming out up at noon.
Yeah,
we can't mention
the
Big the Cat
Family
anymore.
Matters
We don't
remix
mention
game.
Big the Cat anymore. You're already in the
Oh, yeah, that's right, you don't. Oh, jeez Louise. They did better than last time. I'll grant them that much, but they've got a lot of fences to mend before people actually kind of take IGN seriously again, if such a thing is even possible. Good night from the night.